So, Jai Hind everyone. All good?
Yes, sir.
Ready for the group discussion?
Yes, sir.
So, group discussion is which task of GTO?
First
It's the first task. The GTO series will be getting first task as group discussion 1. Just 2 topics will be provided. And GT2 is only 1 topic will be provided. This is 3. So, here I won't be giving you the choice to choose the topic. But I will be reading out the group discussion topic. You need to understand it, you need to comprehend it, and I will be giving 3 reads. But you need to choose one read among those 3 reads. And you will have to stick towards that read till the time end. Alright? Any of us know? Try to speak one at a time, not two at a time. Okay? So the topic of group discussion is, we have seen that the crime in the societies are increasing and still not able to take the proper measures. So what is the basic reason for the increasing crimes in our societies? Number first, it is ineffective police. Number 2 is delayed justice. Number 3 is political interference. I'm repeating the topic. Why is crime increasing in your society? According to you, which is the most suitable read? The 3 reads are: the first is ineffective police, number 2 is delayed justice, number 3 is political interference. You can start now.
So, gentlemen, I think the second point is most affected in that you delayed justice for delayed justice. I think the number of cases that are pending in the Supreme Court and the High Courts and the Session Courts is very high. So this will lead to the increasing crime because they are not getting the justice on time. There are around 50,000, more than 50,000 cases are pending in the front of the Supreme Court, and more than 50 lakhs cases are pending in front of the High Courts. So it will create a hindrance for giving the justice on time and will lead to increase the crime rates.
Okay, partially sharing with check number 11. Of course, there are crores of cases are pending in Supreme Court or High Court or various courts. But if you see, police is also ineffective. Like you can take recent example of the Porsche car accident, where when the guy who did the accident, when he got captured, so what happened? He got pizza in the custody. So this type of ineffective police.
As per the data, 60% of the truckers that are stopped by police are for the intention of getting bribery, and in a year 222 crores of truck drivers give bribery to the police person, and the corruption rate is highest in the enforcing agency, which is up to 60%. So I believe that because of the distrust of the public in the police, which are the leaders or safeguard of the civil society, this is the reason.
I would like to say one point that according to the National Judicial Database, only more than 8 lakh cases are of domestic violence, which are registered, and out of which only 2 lakh has been solved. With this 6 lakhs are still pending. So that's what I am saying, that the delay in judicial services has been one of the major factors that criminals are now carefree because they know that the judicial are very delayed, so they can easily get out of it, and in fact they can forget also.
Yes,
like he is saying justice delay is still denied. I respect his point. But the point comes, like as mentioned by question number 3 about intervention of like police is not intervening good in Porsche accident case. So from my point of view, political leaders are one of the main reasons why they are intervening. In various cases, even in UP, we can see how the main case is
Gentlemen, I partially agree to your point. As we all know that the officers or the powerful people involved in these cases are majorly very low as compared to the other cases. But to my point of view, that there is a judiciary problem. Right now there is a shortage of judges in inside India as the population is rising. But since our long period after independence, the institution for providing justice, just like Supreme Court and number of High Courts, are remain same. So that is the major reason.
But I think the political. I want to add some points to chess number 5. Political interference is the main reason behind this. As we have seen recently in Pune, the Porsche car case, the child got bailed because his parents have good connections with the political leaders. So I think he.
Agreeing to chess number 2 and 5 and listening to all the speakers about the other points. However, I would like to focus on the political intervention, the main reason behind the increasing crime rates and corruption. The reason because to all those who mentioned about the police cases that there is a delay and about the justice also. At some level in higher authorities, there is a link between the politicians. Even if the crime rates and cases are registered, they are not being fully witnessed and not being taken care of the victims because they have links with the politicians who have.
Judiciary system is the main reason for the crime rates, because as we know about the Nirbhaya case, that when Nirbhaya case happened, then they firstly go to the district court, then high court, and this process is very long, that they took years to get.
You're correct.
Not just Nirbhaya Kand.
But we don't have the fast track court.
Yeah.
Okay,
We are working on
the
fast
justice.
track court.
So we are working on that, but
We are working
we
on
can
that.
delay
But if we talk
the
about
justice.
justice, about justice,
Sir,
But
that
before
is one
that,
thing.
Not just Nirbhaya Kand, but government is making case also. We see that he got hanged way till later after the crime committed.
So as we can see that inside India,
Chess number 7 and chess number 11 made very good points.
This is also the major reason for delaying in the court cases, because the culprit have chances to go for the higher courts, and also as well as there are the connection between the people and the police. Means if a person is basically in a businessman or local area are doing something issue.
I agree with chess number 3's point. I believe that the fastening up of the judicial process is in process because of the implementation of Lok Adalat in the country. However, our constitution protects every citizen of the country, but the ground reality is that the forerunners and the public officials that are the front people that.
Judges in the court as many times. Judges also complain to the parliament that increase the number of judges in the court because it will be easier for the judges to complete the case easily.
Chess number 9 made a very good point.
Recently, there
I
was
want.
an incident happened that there was a Supreme Court judge who was just crying in front of the public and saying that they are not able to provide justice to the innocent people, and for providing the justice to innocent people, it will take him on an average 5 years. So
Chess number 10 made a very good point. I want to add that the Constitution of India protects every citizen. However, the person in charge is the police of enforcing the law onto the civilians, and the news of police department not doing their work has been everyday news in the country, and it has been.
Secondly, judges also can also amend the laws
I have a point.
because there is a
If you see
physical
the
law.
ratio of the judges to the population is around 22 per 1 million population. So if we create a hindrance, and we are knowing that the judges are listing very high number of the cases. So it will lead to their judgment is not good that good. So it will lead
Chess number 4 is mentioned.
As test number 1 has mentioned about the ineffective police, I would like to mention some facts and figures. Like in 2024 election, Lok Sabha election, out of 543 MPs elected, more than 270 political parties are linked with the cases, criminal charges. So the politicians have very role.
I agree with chess number 4 and chess number 5's point, but the real enforcers of the terror in the public are the police, because they are the first people who are in contact, who are the enforcement agents. Let us go one by one. Chess number 7.
High court point. So, but we say that in the district region, the number of justices are very frequently less compared to the high court. But as the process goes on from the district, then high, then there are Supreme Court going to the district court.
I partially agree with chess number 7's point. It is truly a problem in India, but there are various cases that do not see light of the day of the judicial process because the police refuse to put it forward out of bribery.
I agree to your
your point, but we can see that as Chesnumber is saying that there is that time the political influence in evaluating the cases. The what happened that time people were not fully aware. But I know as Chesnumber 3 has given the example of cases in the Pune, that time the people got aware about this incident. So now their administrative is working on
Test number 10, I partially agree with you. I partially agree with you. Surely political influence is something, but also financial incentive is a very big problem. As seen in the Porsche case, the parents of the... Okay.
The crime is increasing because justice is delayed because
There is also a high
manipulating
system
the
of
evidence also.
Test number 9 has a point. Let us hear test.
There is a hierarchy in the system.
To all those group members,
Gentlemen, Chesnumber 9 want to say something. Let them complete. Gentlemen, I want to put a point that in my village there are various houses in which they have land disputes, and more than 20 years have been passed. They are not getting.
To all those group members who are mentioning
So this is
about
the that
For justice, we can have e-court, we can have fast track court. For ineffective police, we can use technology. But for political intervention, what we are doing? Because of this, crime rate is increasing.
Like politicians who are indulged in crime, they
Yeah,
are
we
winning
should
the
work on that.
election.
We are using
Just number 11. Just number 11. One more thing I want to say. Where we are using the CRC, what happened when there are in crucial people, so police do not care. As you know, police is not the most corrupt institution in India. Few of our board members are asking about the justice. There is a shortage of judges in our judicial system.
We had e-court, we had fast track court. See, let me complete my point. System 11 is saying we do have e-court, we do
I
have
think
fast court.
all of
For the
political parties
ineffective
are
police,
equally
we have
concerned,
got
but
technology.
as
But for the
we-
political
if
intervention,
there
we
will
are
be
not working on that.
if there would be a
Sir, as mentioned by Chess number 11, for justice delays, we do have e-court, we do have fast track court. We are like having proper arbitration, we are solving the normal cases in the e-courts also. But I'm talking about the police, we are working on that by providing proper technology. But for the political intervention, we are not doing because of this political intervention. See, gentlemen, because of the political intervention, the crime rate is increasing. And as mentioned by Chess number 4,
But the first person in contact with a criminal person is the police. And
I would like to say
I think we should work on the judicial system, as there is a hierarchy in the judicial system from that the culprit have to walk from a lower level to a higher level. It take a lot of time, like in a Nirbhaya case. Secondly, there is a lack of judiciary, as many times judges has complained to the parliament to increase the number of judges in the court, but there has no step has been taken.
Test number 9 made a very good point, but I would like to add that government has made immense level of progress because of Lok Adalat. However, the first person in contact in case of any crime is not politicians or the judiciary system, it is the police. And the news of distrust towards police has been an everyday incident, and it has been culturally been made appropriate and acceptable. I think that is a thing which is to be
about the police system, that it is
Now, as continuation of Chess number 1's point, we are mentioning about the police, we are going to have a discussion on the topic. The topic is, listen to me very carefully. The topic is, how can we improve the image of the police in Indian society? By proper training, by modernization, by having better relation with the public. He reads our lives. So, the topic is, how can the image of the police be improved in our society? Three leads are: first is by training, number 2 is by modernization, number 3 is by having better relation with the public. You can start.
Gentlemen,
Yes,
as
I think
the
that-
third lead is very much effective, that
Better
proper
relation.
relation with the public. Definitely, as we know that the image that comes to our mind when we talk about police is that they are very rude, they are not listening properly. So if the public relation is good with the police, then definitely people
Sir, I partially disagree with the chess number 7, the point he mentioned.
because if we provide proper training and induct professionalism and fitness into the police force, the relation would automatically improve.
Exactly. Agreeing to chess number 1 and partially agreeing to chess number 7, we see
in the
that
training
proper.
only they have seen they have used the rifle or their weapons. Like, if you talk about the whole life, they
No,
have
sir.
used that.
So, gentlemen, I think the modernization is the way it will help us that we can improve the quality of the policing.
All 3 points are equally important, but my point of view, I think modernization is very important. As you all know, by using the technology, we can curb various cases. Just like as AI, the smart city project are undergoing on. There, what we can see, there are cameras over everywhere. There is a drone system over which
Yes, adding to chest number 10, I think in every sector we are doing modernization, we are doing the digitalization. Same we need to do in the sector of police side well.
If justice properly is charged, police will be able to listen to their victims properly and then understand. Then definitely the relation will improve.
Yes, I agree with chess number 7.
How
I
can
would
they avail
like
by the
to
proper
add some
training?
points to that.
If they will be trained how to deal with the public, how to use the weapons,
To understand the
I agree.
Like to add to question number 5,
Chest number 5. Gentlemen, one more thing we can do, as you know, in every sector we are providing modern techniques, modern technology to that sector, but in the sector of police, they are having the old technology and the number of police is also less.
So technology is one thing, but we see that
as you are saying,
police officers are more lazy. So it is the training which will make them more
our
effective in serving the duty.
Indian Army officials were training to the policemen, but there is no impact seen in the nation. But if you can see that near Maharashtra, in the state Maharashtra, there was and Kerala also, there was a modernization. Like they are using drone techniques and also CCTV cameras in different places. And
Yes, and I think chest number 10, as in Uttar Pradesh government we started initiating, developing, installing a lot of CCTV camera that need to be at a higher level.
Teacher number 10 is saying about modernization. They will have the technology. But if they aren't aware how to use, how to have access of that, how can they?
Adding more point to chess number 5, we also have the technology that after getting into the police services, we see.
Gentlemen, as chess number 5 has said that there is a technique of the modern weapons, so it should be compulsory to told about the technologies that these are the used.
The training period lasts for very less time in the professional career of a police department, in police personnel. So the training department is for the basic thing, but the crime cases are very less in the society of a
I think the modern mind has provided modern technology and they are not having proper CCTV cameras in India and the number of police departments
There are many cases where crowd day by day get more and more influence of police system.
See, just number 7 has given a good point.
Technologies, training is required, and for fitness level and professionalism and being aware of how to use the new technology also, training in intervals of 1 year or 2 years is very important. Let's say test number 2. By making the relationship.
So I think the public will go to the police only when they know that they will hear them. But we have seen multiple cases that police is very rude to public, so that they become afraid to go to the police and case their file. And in many cases, police don't file the complaint also.
So what we can do this, like we will be providing proper training to the police personnel, like how to treat with the public, how to behave with them. So this can reform this.
They are getting the proper training how to treat the people, but they are not having the modern technology like the CCTV camera. They are not having enough CCTV
See,
camera.
we do have CCTV camera, gentlemen. We do have. See, if we see in the Uttar Pradesh, we do have 112. We do have Artiga cars. We
Gentlemen,
do
I
have
would like to say one point that as many people go to the police to file a report, but due to some political interference, they know that police won't hear them. So this they definitely deteriorate the public relations.
So what we can do, we
is
can have
need a
proper
strong
agency.
system.
We can have
Where
proper
the
agency who
police
will
needs
take care
to
of these
hear
things.
people without any regards of any political interference.
In foreign countries, what every police personnel use, they use CCTV cameras over their helmet. In that, they can record the incident, whatever is happening. So, by using this technology, they can aware the accountability of every single incident, and they can capture it. So, local person will be able to gather the what happened.
E-filing of the FIRs.
Yeah.
This is also a use of the modernization in
So
the
there should be a
policing.
proper agency who will be
Also
taking
he
care
can-
of these
he's
FIRs.
talking about the dash cam about the in front of the car. But he's also having the chest. He's using the technology. We can use.
See, I respect your point, but no, yes, is more important.
Various cases
As
happen.
mentioned by chest number 9, chest number 9 has given a good point.
Even there is a
Chest
Dubey
number
case
9 is-
over there where the more than 10 people were killed by a Dubey, and there was this is a UP incident, and that time people were not aware about the incident, what happened, and various cases there is just like there was encounter of many people, but if they have the camera, that people will observe to them that what is happening at
See,
that
there
place.
should be something confidential. See, I respect his point, but there should be something confidential. If everything is a camera, how can police be confidential?
Suppose of having camera and someone
Fake news is spread so much. Even rumors are spread.
It was a good discussion. I won't say it was the best discussion. During we asked try to understand the topic first and try to give the views. Previous topic also, we were deviating something from the given views or the given topic. This time also try to understand what is given in the topic and what the leads are saying. Lead to a training, organization and having better relation with the public. What do we need to do? First of all, you need to understand all these things and then try to give your approach in that way. Taking initiative doesn't mean that you have to speak fast. Taking initiative means you have to speak well. So that you don't have to get confused later. When they started speaking and then they chosen one lead. You cannot switch your lead to another lead later. If you have made a mistake, you have to stick to your started speech in the another way. So try to come on the effective way. Correct? Yes, sir. Again, you need to say a lot. You need to work on that. All the best. All the best. जो इसमें क्या है